I know that human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
Hello and welcome to the Spoilt Milk Movie Podcast. Here at Spoilt Milk, we're going to be discussing, dissecting and destroying guilty pleasure movies. We'll then decide whether we believe the film is truly spoilt milk or if it's ascended into a fine, luxurious cheese. So without further ado, let's get cracking. Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Spoilt Milk Movie Podcast. My name's Chris Hammond and today we're here to talk about the 1993 version of the video game adaptation of Super Mario Bros. As always, I'm joined by two fine colleagues. We've got a man who he's become a part of the streets, like a dirty little fungus that's everywhere and has little pointy mushrooms and gives you little bombs of shit. We've got the Hobo. How are you, Hobo?
I'm good. I'm immune to de-evolution, it would appear. So, I've got that going for me at least. And I can eat myself.
Yeah. That's always good. And then a lady who took some time tonight out of a busy schedule of getting stuck between two garages to be on the Spoilt Milk Podcast. We've got Katty. How are you?
I'm not too bad, thank you.
How's your head?
It's large. Large.
Right, yeah. So before we get cracking on with the feature film tonight, we're going to discuss our top threes, which have been sent through by the lovely bearded Dan Lloyd. Thank you very much, Dan Lloyd. And Dan Lloyd wants to know what are our favourite films within films or movies within movies.
I want to know what a non-lovely bearded Dan Lloyd looks like.
I do. I think he should shave. We should shave him. We should hold him down and shave him.
The whole of his body.
Yeah. Why not? I want to see what he looks like without a beard, so let's shave his pubes.
Is it the Matrix where he comes out of that thing all gooped up and naked?
Oh yeah, and he's all gooey.
I thought he was going to say The Matrix ever shaved someone's pubes.
Yeah.
Different film.
Yeah, he comes out all slimy, doesn't he? Like the fungus king or whatever. So yeah, Dan wants to know what are our favourite 3 films within films. And this week, gonna throw it straight over to the Hobo. What have you been thinking about this week?
Okay, so did not have this ready because I had my other notes ready. So, well, I had 2 that I kind of was thinking about going for. So
right,
I'm
okay.
hoping this doesn't. Well, I think if anyone's going to ruin it for anyone, it's my top pick. So
right.
I'm fine to say my second choice, only just lost out, is have you guys seen 500 Days of Summer?
Yeah, the Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, so the bit where he's in the movie theatre and it's a combination of like Swedish and French films that he's taking the piss out of, when he's going through the breakup.
No, I don't remember that at all.
It depressed me, that film. I couldn't handle it.
It was like a clown and he has a red balloon and he gives it to the clown and the clown just
is
lets
he
it go.
in the films within the...
He goes to a cinema to watch an actual film, but then his perception is this film is just all about his own misery. So
right. No, I don't remember that. I like that film. I think it's good.
It's got a nice reference to the Seventh Seal. If the chess playing and the film about death and
no, what like in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey?
Yes, exactly.
I've seen Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, but not the Seventh Seal. Don't really like films about walruses and seals.
What?
Sorry.
But my top pick will have to be...
Oh, so you're not going for that one?
No, that's my...
Why are you wasting my time?
Just to give you some idea of what I had to pick from, but my top pick has to be, and I had to remember this because...
That's usually how memory works.
It's actually the sequel. In the sequel movie of this movie, there's a sequel movie in the movie.
Wow.
Do you know what film I'm talking... So in the original movie, there's a movie in that. In the sequel, there's a sequel to the movie that was in the first movie in the second movie.
No, I don't know what you mean.
Home Alone.
Oh,
Angels with Filthy Souls.
Yeah.
And the sequel, which is the better version in my opinion. So it's like an Empire Strikes Back of movies.
What, you think Home Alone 2 Lost in New York is better than Home Alone?
No, I think
Or Angels
with filthy, even filthier souls is the better film than Angels with Filthy Souls.
Oh, right, okay, then.
Yeah.
You've got a filthy soul.
It's just filthy.
Yeah, I'm filthy inside and out.
I meant arsehole. Sorry, you weren't getting that then. I had to just spell it out for you. So what do you love about that one then?
It's just an awesome gangster noir film from the minute and 20 seconds or whatever you get of it. It's just...
Is it a real film?
No.
They fabricated it just for Home Alone?
Yeah, and that's what makes
pretty
it
cool.
amazing.
Is the second Home Alone still John Hughes? So he did the first one, didn't he?
I don't know, actually. That's a good point.
I don't know. It is good.
He shouldn't have done.
He shouldn't have done.
No,
Why?
he shouldn't have done.
Do you not like Lost in New York?
No, that pigeon lady used to freak me out.
Yeah.
And then she turned out to be nice, but she was still weird.
You could be a pigeon lady.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think
You've got
some,
envy.
giving seeds out in Central Perk.
Perk.
You're just
in the
on
coffee
set
shop.
friends. Yeah, you and
just like-
Mashing it up with friends and everything. You're getting
Yes.
there.
Do you want some bird feed with that coffee?
Oh,
Giving
right.
pigeons out.
That would be amazing if in Friends someone with crazy hair just went, "Would you like some bird feed?" No other context. They don't talk about it afterwards. They all just sit there for a while and go, "No."
Have you heard the theory that it's all just Phoebe's dream? All 10 series of Friends are just Phoebe's crackhead dreams or whatever, that she's living on the streets. Kind of like you, Hobo.
Well, didn't a pimp spit in her mouth?
Yeah, something like that. Was that you?
So, I mean, there's parallels between mine and Phoebe's life.
Yeah.
But would that mean all of it is a dream, or is the bits
All
where
of
the
it.
pimp spits in her mouth? Is that like bits of the real world?
I think that's the real world, because
Yeah.
she tells that story. So that's her bringing her real world into it.
Does that mean we can expect someone to edit together a supercut of this is Phoebe's
Yeah, maybe.
dream? That's what I'd
I
like
feel
to
like that's
see.
your job in the
Oh,
world.
No.
So you're putting forward Angels with
With even filthier souls.
even filthier souls. I'm going to go next, actually.
You do that.
So I realised last time I threw it straight out to you, Katty, and I just felt like that was unfair.
Stepping ahead of a line. That's not the British way.
So I was a bit like you. I had a few ideas. One that I absolutely buzzed off, which nearly made it, was the bit in Fight Club. You know, where he's talking about splicing pictures of dicks into films.
Hell yeah.
And those kids are watching a film and it's just like, But no, I didn't go for that one either. The one I went for was, I don't know if it qualified, because I don't know if the film they're watching in the film is a real film. I went for Gremlins 2. You know, the bit where they're in the middle of the scene with Christopher Lee and he's talking about the Gremlins or whatever, and then the film burns up.
Yeah.
And it like melts down and they go into a cinema and Hulk Hogan's sat there. And they're like, Mr. Hogan, we've got Gremlins in the theater. And he rips his shirt off and like crushes his popcorn. He's like, let the Hulkster take the Gremsters or whatever. I just remember
Why does
like,
it sound like Arnie?
everyone just sounds like Arnie. But yeah, I love
That is a great moment.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I was just like, whoa, anything that broke the fourth wall, like Ferris Bueller or whatever, I was
And
like, oh, sweet.
I don't know about you, but for me, definitely wrestling, breaking the fourth wall and wrestling. That gets me.
I didn't really like wrestling when I was younger. Yeah, I didn't really, when it was WWF or whatever, and there was like that guy with the snake and stuff. Just
Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yeah.
Hell
Although
yeah.
I do prefer the wrestling names back in the day.
They
I
were
don't know
great.
if we've spoke about this before.
I don't know,
The
maybe.
Undertaker.
Yeah, Undertaker.
Kane the Big Red Machine.
Yeah. Well,
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah,
Hacksaw-
Hacksaw Jim,
oh, nice.
Rowdy Roddy Piper. Now they're all
fuck yeah.
called stuff like Pete. And they're like, oh, you're scared of Pete. Like, give me some of the names. John Cena.
John Cena.
John Cena.
But you can't
Fuck me.
see him. that's the scary part about it.
Right.
He's
It's a ghost. It's a poltergeist. Throw flour at him so you can see him.
John Cena's been dead for 10 years.
It wasn't like the Blue Blazer.
The Blue Blazer.
Bad taste.
Yeah.
Moving on. So yeah, I want Gremlins 2, Hulkster with his Arnold Schwarzenegger voice in the top 3 for me.
Well, I thought the top 3 what you said earlier, I thought it had to be made-up films in films.
So you were thinking that...
Yeah, but I guess it could be any made-up or not made-up.
I think we need some better rules for these things. Dan, book your ideas up. Send in some terms and conditions.
Sort that beard out.
Yeah, sort that beard out. Pull some terms and conditions out and give us a better top 3 suggestion. So I'm going for Gremlins 2. Katty.
Right. I don't know if mine's going to be allowed.
Right, okay, we've had a lot of that.
Controversial.
How about him, Dan?
Yeah.
Pubeless Dan.
Pubeless Dan.
Soon to be
shit
pubeless
beard.
Yeah.
Let's just give him like a reverse soul patch.
Oh, what's a reverse soul patch?
So you-
Does that go inside his head? And his skull.
So if I've got a big beard, you just cut out the soul patch.
Oh, right. Oh, God, I'm scared you're going to do that to me.
Wait. Yeah, there's actually like I want to say a guitarist in like a metal band who's got like just because then if you do a reverse soul patch on a big beard, it's just like 2 big spikes.
Yeah, but then
Yeah,
you've
but
got
the soul patch is the bit
here.
under the
Oh,
lip.
okay.
Yeah.
So
The
you
little
have,
island.
you have like this bit gone, and then just like a chin strap.
Oh, I don't like the idea of that.
Anyway, so mine is Hobo with a Shotgun.
I've never seen it.
You know, because there was Death Proof and Planet Terror, and Hobo with a Shotgun and Machete were like 2 trailers to go in between.
Yeah.
But then they made Hobo with a Shotgun.
I think it counts. It's
Yeah,
a
so-
movie within a movie, so
It wasn't when it was released, but now it is a movie
Yeah.
within
if
a
anything,
movie.
that's the safest choice. It covers all bases.
It does. Like last week with The Thing, you smashed our choices
You
again.
piece of shit.
Soz.
So what do you love about
It's just dirty and grimy and just really badly B-movied.
Oh, have you actually seen the film?
Oh yeah.
Is it Rutger
Rutger
Hauer?
Hauer, yeah. But he wasn't in the. They got a different actor.
Yeah, he weren't in the trailer.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
in the trailer, but I can't remember.
I don't know who it was in the trailer, but it's just like, it's just really grimy and like kind of pieced together really roughly, and it's like really badly dubbed, like, this is Hobo with a Shotgun.
What you can't see though is that her lips weren't moving alongside those. It was poorly dubbed from our side. So you're going for Hobo with a Shotgun as your 3.
I am.
Right, okay, I think that rounds us up then, unless anyone's got anything else to say.
No.
So Hobo, what was your top choice?
Mine was Angels with Even Filthier Souls.
Mine was Gremlins 2 and Katty.
Hobo with a Shotgun.
And there's our top 3 coming up next. Super Mario! Bing! So the reason we're all here tonight to discuss one film and one film only is 1993's Super Mario Brothers. Bing!
Bing.
I was going to do that noise, but you both did it, so I didn't.
Well, now you're the gooseberry.
Do it.
Yeah. You've never been called a gooseberry
I've
before.
not been called a gooseberry.
Gooseberry.
Yeah, if you're the like the odd one out, you're the gooseberry.
Oh.
Oh, you just smell like dog shit.
Bing!
So, Katty, what the fuck is this film all about?
So this film, in all its glory, is about 2 brothers.
What are they called?
The Mario brothers.
What are their full names?
Mario and Luigi Mario.
It's a lot of Mario.
It's 3 Marios.
It is.
It's a lot of Mario. Sounds like something from the porno version of this film. That's a lot of Mario.
Is his dick wearing a little plumber's outfit?
It's got a tash.
So the Mario brothers
Yes.
are plumbers in Brooklyn, and they have to save a little lady that Luigi's fallen in love with from some weird parallel universe where dinosaurs have evolved into humanoids, and you go in a sewer and
Oh, it had that crazy little, sorry to interrupt, it had that crazy little pixel, like, animation bit at the beginning,
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
it?
why were they all from New York? Why are
What
all
the-
dinosaurs from New
God,
York?
yeah, no.
And like, why was there a skunk? There's just like an 8-bit skunk that's just like coming out from some bushes that a Diplodocus is eating from.
Let's be clear, that was not 8-bit. That was at least 16-bit.
Yeah, it was good qual.
But
Sauce.
it was terrible.
That intro. There was, what was the point of it?
Because it was like introducing you to the dinosaur bit.
But do you think it was trying to be like video gamey?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah. You're actually saying something that you'd researched then for a second. Go ahead.
The studio, they wanted to make movies, so they got like big money offers from big Hollywood studios at the time, and went, no, we'll go with a small studio because we'll probably have more creative control.
Studio? I'd never, like when those titles came up at the beginning, I'm like, who has made this?
Is that why neither have made a film again?
Oh, yeah, it was the two directors who were husband and wife, weren't they?
They got divorced.
I
don't know.
Well, I know that everyone hated them. I think one of the either Dennis Hopper or who's the other guy in it?
Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins. One of them.
There was many guys.
The other like big star. They referred to them as you may have to bleep this out, the cunt and the cow.
Oh, right, okay then. Who was the cunt?
The guy.
Oh, right, okay.
And then the cow was for...
I would have thought you were going to be like Adolf and what's her face?
Ava Braun or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, while we're talking about the making of the film, I was reading something about how the Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo, I don't know how I'm saying his name.
Just call him Luigi.
Yeah, Luigi and Mario, the real actors, they used to just get pissed every day because they were like, this is shit. So they just got drunk all day, turned up on set.
That sounds like a good day of shooting. I would do that day.
Sounds like you.
I could do that right now. I'm ready to go.
But yeah, so the two Mario brothers... Luigi Mario sees a girl, offers her a quarter, doesn't he, to use the phone, and then that's it. He's absolutely in love with her.
He's besotted before he even gives her a quarter.
Yeah, he's proper
It's called love at first sight, Katty.
Oh, soz.
And then she's gets into his van, doesn't she? Because she's been doing a dig. And who's the guy?
Scapelli?
Scapelli. He's a bit of a nasty bugger, and he tries to sabotage the dig, and then she needs a phone to ring someone.
Not just tries to sabotage the dig, openly threatens to murder her.
And then eyes her up.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? What does he say? Doesn't he say something sexual to her? Sexual.
All I can remember is him just being like, "Oh, you're going to be finished by tonight," and then eyeing her up.
Yeah, he is not nice. He's not a nice person. And I loved his method of sabotage. Where it's like, if I'm going to go and ruin somebody's dig, I'm going to turn a tap on.
Quite good.
He's like the Wet Bandits from Home Alone, isn't he?
You know, he owned a plumbing company. He knew what he was good at. How can I best sabotage this? I've got plumbers. They probably know how to... I mean, how would I sabotage some water pipes? I don't know. I'm not a plumber.
Yeah.
He owns a construction company. He could have filled it with cement.
Yeah, he could have. And to be fair, Bob Hoskins fixed it in 30 seconds with his little chubby fingers.
Yeah, but that was Bob Hoskins. Luigi, who is an apprentice, could not. He had to run away and
with his little rainbow strap on his little tool belt.
I didn't even notice his...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right. Was he...
Do you think that was a reference to Rainbow Road? Do you think that was...
I thought it was LGBT.
Or maybe just like
ahead
rainbows.
Of his time. Yeah. So first of all, we see the baby
egg baby
drops an egg off at Sister Act or whatever. the nun
with a dark crystal.
Yeah, a little dark crystal. But did you notice that the mum was played by the lady who played the daughter?
Oh yeah,
That's so tacky when films do that. We'll just get the same person. Didn't even put a fake nose on.
One of them pairs of glasses with a nose and a tag attached to it.
They didn't even give her grey hair or anything.
No.
I mean, come on, how else do we know she's
robe.
old?
But then
I can never wear that robe. That's the daughter.
Later on, that ginger bitch was just like, "Oh, you look just like your mum."
Yeah, because I'm the fucking same person. I've got her face on my face.
Like face off.
Yeah.
Because Iggy and Spike, them two goons.
You mean Bulk and Skull from Power Rangers?
Pretty much.
Oh, God, I hated those two. Every minute that they were on screen, I fucking hated it. Until the later, and they got a bit smarter and they were funny. But at the beginning, I was like, I wanted to rip my own face off.
They were
Wanted to
sniffing
do the
hot
face.
dogs.
Oh god, yeah, they
were
thought it
just
was dog,
sniffing
didn't
hot
they?
dogs like, oh, this is dog. And just sniffing a hot dog.
So Mario helped Luigi pull.
Yeah.
Um,
And then they go out and have like the traditional Italian spaghetti and meatballs,
yeah, of course.
family style.
Yeah.
And then Luigi's gonna walk her home, and then they're like, "Oh no, let's go to like the dig site," because Luigi's like banging to like weird stuff, like
Oh, yeah,
dinosaurs and like
Oh no!
universes
Wait,
and that.
can you remember what she says? Like, "Oh, I work in a bone pit."
Yeah,
If that's not her coming on to him, I don't know what is.
bone me in this pit.
Exactly the signals I got.
Have you ever used that line before? Stick your bone in my pit.
No, but I might have to.
Dust off the old fossil. As if you've not used it in a while. So she takes him to her moist pit.
I mean, it is moist after
It is, yeah.
It's dry at first, and then it gets
Scapelli
moist real
makes it
fast.
like a swamp.
Yeah, so they stand in front of like what looks like a bit of a dodgy background with the Twin Towers in. And then is that when or is it the next day? Does he walk her home?
Nah, like
I have seen this film.
it's that evening. It's that evening they go out for like meatballs and that, and then he's walking her home, and what's her face? Bob Hoskins' missus
I don't even know.
gets grappled by Iggy.
Oh,
and
she gets captured first, doesn't she? Yeah.
to say that she's grew up in New York, she's got like a really thick New York accent, so you know she's grown up there. She is shit at fending off people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially two nincompoops. Face it, that's what they are.
Yeah, they are retarded.
And
Is that
then
allowed to say?
I
Retarded.
don't know.
I'll keep repeating my word until it gets edited out. Retarded. That's probably my last one. It's all gone. All this laughing, edited out, right?
all gone.
So they go into the crazy little portal thing. He takes a leap of faith, doesn't he? He's all about the leap of faith. I'm just going to jump, Mario. I'm just going to jump.
I like the bit where he kisses Mario's head before he jumped in. I was like, that's a real like, mwah, fuck you, I'm jumping.
Probably drunk.
Yeah.
And then they jumped in, and then they entered, like, Demolition Man, basically.
I that is literally in my notes. Demolition Man.
Yeah, it was same year. Both filmed in, both released in 1993. I'm thinking set swaps going on here. I
Yeah.
reckon they...
do you mean underground of Demolition?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that makes sense.
Like, it looked very similar, so they just rattled into Demolition Man there, and then they got mugged by that old deer, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
God.
Titty McGee.
Oh, yeah, the woman with the big tits. I wonder what her credit is.
Big Bertha.
Yeah.
Big
She's
Bertha.
meant to be the equivalent of that big red fish that eats you in Mario. You know, when you go in the swimming levels.
Oh,
And
yeah.
there's a big,
No.
that fish is called Big Bertha.
No.
Yeah.
Can we not rename it to Titty McGee?
Oh, God.
In Mario, there's a fish called Titty McGee that comes up and eats you.
So Big Bertha is a fish, a giant fish.
She's based. No, but yeah, this is exactly the problem with the film. It went, all right, we'll take that name, put it on this person, dress them in the colour of that character. That's all we need.
I mean, I'm going to find it really hard to not explain how I feel until the end. It's probably not going to be any surprise.
I think it was obvious. You said there's a comment earlier that you mentioned, and this might be edited out. I can't remember what it was, but there's a bit where it was already obvious what your opinion of this film was. So I don't think you need to hide it at this point.
It's fucking wank, man. This film is absolutely dog shit. That music, oh my God, I really felt like I wanted to just smash my iPad on the wall as I was watching it. That
Which music?
plinky every 10 minutes. Like, not even 10 minutes, every 2 minutes. Oh, we're going to get in a car.
remember
Oh, we're
when
going to
the-
fight a dinosaur.
When we were first showing
What, like the other world?
The
yeah,
Parallel
the Demolition Man world.
Yeah.
There was a bit where you're looking around, you're seeing all these things, world building. I was like, nice. And then the cyclist just cycles into the edge of a balcony and throws himself off. Did you?
Yeah. And he goes
No,
over
I
like the
didn't notice
banister.
that.
It's just before the old ladies start mugging him.
Oh, yeah. Why?
Because he's off his tits on Dinosaur Smack.
They're about to, like, pay a stunt guy to do that.
Is that the world building it was doing? It was like
Yeah.
everyone's off the fucking tits on dinosaurs. I missed that.
Mushed up dinosaur bones.
Just chaos. Chaos.
Just chaos.
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 just chaos everywhere. Just Dinosaur Smack.
It started really, really badly, this film, and it just got worse.
Did you not think all of them Cooper posters reminded you of Donald Trump, though?
Yeah.
Massively.
Even like the hair and
Even-
everything.
Cooper reminded me. There's a bit later on. We'll talk about probably more in the second part. But there's a bit where he gets like a bit of a like insult against him, and he just can't take it at all. Just
Yeah, he's very Trump in that.
he
way,
is
isn't he?
massively
He's very
Trump.
Trumpy.
He's very Trumpy, yeah.
He's some Trumps.
Costumes, yeah. They looked alright, but it just looked borrowed. Everything looked borrowed from something
But
else.
we got beloved characters like Toad.
Toad
Oh,
was
Toad.
great. Toad was like, stick it to the man. I'm a punk rock anarchist with my
Yeah.
weird little spirally head.
Toad was a douche. I hated Toad as well. I felt a bit bad for him when he got turned
I love
into
Toad.
A Goomba.
what are probably the worst things to have ever graced cinema ever.
Are you kidding
Was
me?
amazing with a little tiny pea heads.
Oh my
They
god.
are. I think the one thing they stole it from, maybe I don't know the years, so maybe not, but Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah, where he shrinks his
Yeah,
head in Beetlejuice.
yeah.
I remember
But-
having the toy.
Beetlejuice's waiting room med.
Yeah, waiting room head toy.
So angry.
No, Goombas were, they were so bad. They looked shit with their little
You are
creasy
wrong.
mouths. And
They were de-evolved.
They were amazing.
what was good about Goombas?
They were massive. Toad right light Princess Daisy. He brought her some veg, even though like the dinosaurs are supposed to eat meat.
I loved that bit actually. I loved the way that it looked like it had
See,
been written
you love-
by a carnivore. And they're like, well, fuck vegetarians, they only eat steamed veg. Like, what vegetarians do you know that are like, have you got any steamed veg? Can I have
I
some
think it was like
steamed veg?
spinach as well.
Yeah.
wasn't it?
If anything, that's the one thing they get pissed off. Like, you go to a restaurant
steamed
and
veg?
they'll say, we have a vegetarian menu. And their vegetarian menu is the side salad on
Yeah,
their normal
like,
meals. And they're
no
like, this is
steamed
not a
veg."
vegetarian meal.
Well, this was 93 maybe. Maybe they didn't have peppers in those days or
Goat's
aubergines.
cheese.
Yeah.
Caramelized onion and goat's cheese tart.
So Goombas. Oh,
Goombas were
were
amazing.
grim.
Goombas are great.
They
and he had this
are.
little harmonica. Ooh.
Oh, and when they started rocking them in the lift.
Because
oh.
Goombas love dancing.
Oh, a second part, that's...
Oh, right. Well, we'll not touch on Goombas.
But, I mean, they are great. They
He
are.
got de-evolved.
He did get de-evolved. What was his crime? Just singing anti-Trump songs?
Yeah, anti-Trump songs.
Anti-Cooper songs, and then was it the two...
And I mean, that's like a good little setup. But it does. Like, they turn this anarchist into a de-evolved guy, and even he's still he's still an anarchist, even de-evolved.
Still
Yeah.
sticking it to the man.
He's still
Yeah.
got his little harmonica and everything.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they gave him that, but it worked.
But they looked rubbish. It looked like a man with like padding on his shoulders, like when you're about 10
Chad.
and you want to do that like costume.
They're not real. It is a man.
Don't tell him.
Shit.
Don't.
Shit.
No, but it was just such a poor costume. Just some like things on his shoulders with a little P on the top, rested in the middle with a face drawn on it.
All of the costumes in this film were horrendous.
Yes.
Yoshi was pretty good.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's not a costume, though. That's
Yeah.
just like
No, it's not. It's a
a
costume.
real dinosaur.
It's not. It's a dog.
That's Warwick Davis.
It's not. It's just a dog.
Just a dog.
Just a dog.
In a dino-
They've trained
He
it
stopped
right
it
well.
in the neck in that bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yoshi looked quite good. Got to give it to it.
I think they said something. They needed something like eight people to animate that
Please,
Yoshi.
8 ants.
ants.
They need eight ants in that costume to move all of the limbs.
Jiggle around a bit. But yeah, Yoshi looked quite good. Goombas did not. And on that note, I think we'll end it for part 1 and we'll come back later with more of the second half of the film.
Hey, it's me, Luigi, and I'm a fucking idiot!
Right, welcome back to part 2 of the Spoilt Milk movie podcast, where today we're talking about Super Mario Brothers. While we've just taken a break, we've just been looking through some of our notes that we made during the film. One thing, you know what they say about little girls? They never forget the first time they're kissed by a lizard. What the fuck? What is that like?
This is the nonce moment that I...
Yes.
This is the nonce moment. I think every film has a nonce moment.
Yeah,
and this
every
is
film.
it for this film.
Yeah, well, we're starting to see from Hollywood that there's a bit of noncy stuff coming out, isn't there, Corey Feldman?
Maybe the top 3 next time should be top 3 nonce moments.
Tell us about what note that you made in yours.
So, one of my notes in my trusty little handbook, I'm looking around the table here, and everyone else has got like the notes on the phone, just like being all tech and that, and I'm here with my notebook that looks like I stole it from primary school. But my note says, being birthed again.
What do you mean by being birthed again?
I have no idea. At some point, it's between Demolition Man vibe
Yep.
and Cooper loves mud.
What?
Cooper does love mud. The fact that he says it as well, he's not just happy for you to notice it. He's like, do you know what I love about mud? It's clean and dirty, or something like that. I'm like,
Yeah, but
no.
then he does a weird jizz face.
Yeah, he does.
He's like,
Yeah, but Dennis Hopper in this film is like the exposition machine. He's like,
Yeah.
I think one of the first, after the introduction, one of the first scenes you see him in, he goes, "Oh, dinosaurs! 65 million years ago, we had to." And I was just like, "You've got an introduction that literally says all of this."
Yeah,
and,
in 16-bit.
yeah, 16 whole bits. And then he
And a
just says
skunk.
it again. And a skunk.
Oh, do you know
Dirty
what as well?
skunk.
Dennis Hopper. Fuck me. Dennis Hopper. A couple of like little things that I had to Google as I was watching to do with the year of the release of this film. First of all, Dennis Hopper. Dennis Hopper made... I've said his name about a million times.
Dennis Hopper?
Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Trump. He made True Romance in the same year as this film. Like, True Romance is probably one of his, for me, career highlights.
Oh,
Maybe it just sent him west.
Yeah, maybe. And then he made this fucking dirge. Like,
That's
absolute wank.
Just sent him west.
Just sent him west.
I mean,
In 1993, and I'm tapping the table because I'm so angry about this, Steven Spielberg made Jurassic Park
And hunted a dinosaur.
and Schindler's List.
Jurassic Park came out just after this. So this came out, and people were like, "Oh, maybe just people don't want to see dinosaurs." And then
Then Jurassic Park came out. I bet the people who made this, that husband and wife, just saw the advert for Jurassic Park and like, oh fuck. Like when they're looking at their fucking Goombas with the little
Goombas.
pea heads.
Wait, can we retroactively make Jurassic Park a Mario story? So obviously T-Rex is Cooper.
Yeah.
So they find a little like crystallized bit of Mario jizz in a mosquito.
Why Mario jizz?
Mario's not a dinosaur.
Yeah, whatever.
Wait, he's
And
a dinosaur of stereotypes. Am I right, guys?
is he the Goldblum? Is he Jeff Goldblum?
He's Jeff Goldblum.
Imagine Bob Hoskins oiled up, laid on a bench with his shirt undone.
I can't stop imagining that.
Maybe his tash just all waxed.
Oh, what, in some of that gooey stuff that Cooper had all over his hands?
That was just
clearly
wax.
candle wax, wasn't
Yeah.
it? He's been to church, hasn't he, and been like, yeah, put my fingers in the wax.
Yeah, there's a weird bit where that's peeling off as well, but we don't explain what that process, because he puts it in like water, as you assume.
It's wax.
Well, he
Yeah,
gets his
no,
hands
but-
frosted, doesn't he? That guy sprays
Yeah,
him.
but what is that meant to? What
Like kill germs
Exactly.
or something.
What?
Kill germs, maybe.
Probably.
candle wax kills germs?
Well, it'll burn them off. I'm not a scientist.
But
Are
why,
you not?
Why
Well,
was
that's
he
what
so
you was at this
obsessed?
podcast for. Your science.
The science.
Why was he so obsessed with being clean? Is that like I've played Mario a few times? That never crops up.
I
There's
thought you
never a
meant
bit
in
where.
theatre. I've played Mario a few times.
Because wait, the good little bit that this film does is when you first see Cooper in the opening bits, he's in a military uniform,
Oh, he is.
and then later on he's in a like presidential
I think-
mayory uniform.
I think it was because he was like the original bumhole king. So I've got him written down as.
The bumhole king.
Bumhole king.
The little squeaky poo coming out. And I've
Anyone
been
who
like,
wants to watch this film is definitely a bumhole king in this film, and that note is definitely not a weird.
It says bumhole king.
Well, then I believe your notes over my memory.
I hated the bumhole
Weird
king.
bumhole guy. To be exact.
What?
I hated the bumhole king. I hated the girl was like, oh, hi, Dad, and like getting right close to it. And it'll have smelt like horrible fungus.
Oh,
Whatever.
you mean the king is
Yeah, with the
bumhole
little
king.
turtle's head
king.
I
poking
didn't
out.
realise
every
that's
so
what you was
often.
on about, bumhole king.
And it was like,
No, about... Do you mean
She was
like
like,
bumhole as
"Dad."
in he was like very...
He was poking out of a
prolapsed
bumhole.
anus
Yeah,
of
it
the-
looked
yeah.
like a
he was the bit that should not be sticking out of your bumhole.
it was a little
bumhole king.
hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
little mushrooms on. Oh.
He just pokes it back in.
And then they were like,
Come on.
oh.
No one says that.
No, no one wants to see.
No one wants it out.
And they were all getting really close to it, though. This is what I hated, and were like smelling him and stuff. And they might not have smelt him, but
At what part of the film did someone sniff him?
it was in the deleted scenes.
Is this your father?
And someone's like smearing anusol on him or whatever, little pile cream. But he was disgusting. But it was so. Oh, I can't even finish my sentence. Did you
And when
notice
you
who he
saw him-
was when he turned into a man?
No, who was it?
It was Lance Henriksen. You know Bishop from Aliens? The guy from like
Seriously?
yeah, from
I
like
thought
Terminator.
you just almost vomited in your mouth, like.
Fucking King Hemorrhoid was the guy from Aliens. Yeah,
My boyfriend
squirming
asked.
around on his seat.
My boyfriend asked if it was Jeremy Corbyn.
But yeah, that's apt.
It's like,
How
is
old
that,
would that make him?
is that Jeremy Corbyn? I'm like, this was filmed in the 90s
I can't
in
believe
America.
And there
you
go.
made someone watch
You
this.
did not answer my question. Is this Jeremy? Does he live forever?
He doesn't watch films. He knows no better.
So this film, 1993, as I was talking about, Jurassic Park, Schindler's List, this, but
you
this,
can't do this film.
as far as I'm looking back, seems to have been the first live action video game put
Yeah.
to film.
I
It's
think so.
Because Street Fighter came out like a year after, Mortal Kombat came out like a year after. But as far as I could see on a list of live action video games, this was the first one to be turned into a film.
yeah.
That is not a good start. I'm sorry, you don't need to give me your opinions.
No. Go on.
Just set the bar low.
but-
You've got nothing but good things afterwards.
Yeah, imagine if they came out with the Blade Runner of movie game adaptations. No one's going to meet that mark, and everyone's going to be like,
It's 24 years later and nobody has released a Blade Runner of video games. What would you say, not to go too far off tangent, what would you say the best video game film is?
I don't think that's off tangent. Oh, that's on tangent.
On tangent. Assassin's Creed? It's a bit boring, but
No, that's bullshit. That's a terrible
what's
fucking
better?
movie.
Not Resident
A
Evil.
lot of things. Even Resident Evil, the first one is terrible, don't get me wrong, but I'd say it's better than Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, Gear.
Oh, Silent Hill.
Silent Hill,
I've
yes,
not
yes.
seen that. Has that got Sean Bean in?
The
Seen Bean.
second, is it the second one's got Sean Bean
No,
in
the
it?
first one.
It's the first one.
No,
with
it's
Sean
the
Bean.
first one with...
It's good anyway.
I've not seen it, so yeah, that
good
puts
in,
it above.
It's got ridiculous moments, don't get me wrong, like, but it's very faithful to the creepy atmosphere of the Silent Hill films, and I loved it.
Yeah, I've
I'd
not seen
watch that a
Not
couple of
played the
times.
game either, so...
Did you have a childhood?
I didn't have a PlayStation. We were poor, but
So-
thank you for reminding me.
So no, you didn't have a child.
I've only just got a fucking Wii.
You had a stick in a cardboard box. Is that what when you grew up?
I got a Wii like this year, and the first thing I did was install a SNES emulator on it because I didn't have a SNES when I was a kid either. Do you know what I feel like with this film? Like I've got no idea what happened in the middle. I'm
There
trying
wasn't
to
a
think
middle.
about
There was
it.
a beginning and an end, and
Is,
that was
is
it.
that, is that?
What
am
about
I not?
the-
I'm not crazy about that.
Everybody do the dinosaur.
Oh,
With the
Club
strippers.
scene, yeah, with the
almighty.
strippers.
With the strippers
Yeah, where they hide strippers into.
and Mario schmoozing Titty McGee.
Oh yeah, he proper stuck his face in there, didn't he?
The least subtle way to steal a rock from someone around someone's neck: shove your face in their breasts.
Well, you've obviously
and
never
then
done that
tickle
before.
the
Tickle the what?
tickle the back of the neck. Like he was doing this, like grabbing the back of the neck, almost like a pincer movement. And she was just dancing like, yeah, this is a normal dance move.
She was loving it.
She was buzzing.
She was loving it. And I don't know about you, but if someone's like shoving their face in your boobs, the last thing you're thinking about is your dark crystal.
Yeah. Is that what you call it?
That's what they're thinking about.
Oh god, I love the bit where Dennis Hopper just went, plumbers. Said no one ever.
I thought you were gonna be like, oh, I love that bit when it just ended.
Oh yeah. Oh no, because there was a post-credit sting as well. Did you see
There
that?
was,
Oh,
because
yeah.
It was 3 weeks later. Daisy kicks down the door. I'm just like, hook me up, bros.
No, I'm talking about the post.
Oh yeah. Wait. Before we get to that, we should just at least mention the final ending. How did it end for the
Terribly.
Cooper?
So what? Yeah, Cooper. They. Oh yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah, what they zapped him with the SNES scope or
They
whatever.
de-evolved him.
And then he just so happened to get into a bucket that didn't show like his bottom half of his body because they probably couldn't afford that. And then he turned into that
Snot.
thing. Well, yeah, before he turned into
slash
snot.
T-Rex slash snot.
Yeah, what was that?
It was like Mongo saw.
Do you think Mongo saw? It was.
Is there a sound effect that accompanies Mongo saw? Just out of curiosity.
I'm not sure if I can do it. I'm not sure if it'll be allowed.
Apologies to anyone with learning difficulties. Yeah, so it turned into that big seal and then turned into snot and slapped on the floor. But not before they'd been up to the real Brooklyn, because remember they morphed or whatever.
Oh,
We're
it
morphing.
Oh, we forgot. Yeah, the
Scapelli.
Yeah, Scapelli. And
Dickhead.
they turned that man who might have like a wife and kids and a family, turned him into a monkey, and everyone loved it. And everyone laughed. Like, all the people who were gathering around were like, yeah, turn him into a fucking monkey. Like,
Because
his
it was
kids.
a bell end.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
might have been like a bit of a shrewd businessman, but he might have still had kids. And they were like, where's my dad? And like, he's a monkey in a suit, and everyone laughed at him.
Not to.
He threatened to murder someone.
It was a
fuck
joke. We've all threatened to murder and fuck someone. I love that it was in that order as well. I'm going to murder you and fuck you. Yeah, I just thought that was a bit mean-spirited for poor old Scapelli or whatever.
Maybe it was a situation, not to date the podcast, but a bit of a Weinstein situation where as soon as that happened, I was like, oh yeah, no, he deserved that. He was a terrible piece of shit. And everyone knew it, but they put up with it for some reason.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe that monkey went to do the PG Tips adverts afterwards.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's definitely
He's
what I
saying
want for my
every
fate.
time I watch old PG Tips things on YouTube, it's Scapelli.
Yeah.
I love that.
Earning a living for his wife and kids.
So the film comes to an end then. 3 weeks later, Luigi's still watching that program and they're on it, aren't they? That like
Yeah.
The Weird or whatever. I don't know what it's called.
It's like some sort of like
Alternative.
strange and unusual
Yeah, something like that. And then they're on it.
about the de-evolving and chimping and...
And then she comes
Chimping.
back, doesn't she? Is it? We've not even mentioned her name.
Princess Daisy.
Yeah. Daisy bursts
Yeah,
through
we
the
did
door,
a very
doesn't
bad
she?
job of
Egg baby.
naming. We didn't even name the basic characters.
And what did she? I think they're trying to set up some kind of sequel.
Louis like, shit's gone down, we need your help.
You'll
Yeah.
never guess what happened. Freeze frame.
They didn't say what, but apparently they had plans that they wanted to see if they could do, they'd go back and something.
Fuck someone. What were you going to say?
What?
You
It sounded like you were going to say
had a little-
fuck someone.
A little fucking Scapelli slip nearly then came out. You listened to this back. You said they were going to go back and fuck. Who were they going to fuck?
It was
Oh,
going to fight.
oh, right.
Okay.
Okay.
But I said that, and then I
Each
realised
other?
it probably wasn't fight, but maybe either fight or work with. It was something to do with Donkey Kong. Because original Donkey Kong, you fight against, but later Donkey Kong, you fight with, you work with. So I can't remember which way around it was.
But they don't
so
like.
glad they didn't do that.
Do you think Donkey Kong could have been Scapelli?
Oh my god, that would have been the amazing writing we deserve.
It probably would have looked like Troll from that film that you're on about, Troll.
Troll is a cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah. Anyway, so that happens. It finishes on a freeze frame.
And you,
comes
because you love it
back-
so much, you watch the entire credits, and then
No, I skipped through the credits. I'm like, let's see if there's a post-credit.
I didn't even
thing.
know about this magical piece of.
oh really?
Yeah.
Hobo, you watched it, didn't you?
Yeah,
Right?
I remembered to watch it from. I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure there was something at the end. Like,
Yeah, so it's the goons, isn't it, who were
Hmm.
made smarter. We didn't talk about that, but they got
Spike.
made, they got evolved, didn't they, into like wise guys or whatever. They're sat in their little Brooklyn flat, which looks remarkably like the Mario Brothers.
Yeah,
they
it
probably
was.
just shot it in the next room.
It was the Mario Brothers
It
set.
was,
It was
wasn't it?
just they removed some items from the background.
Like
so
the gun rack of plungers.
Oh God, yeah.
that's badass. I mean, if you're a plumber, you show off your plungers. That's,
Yeah.
it's a known thing.
Like if you're a porn star, you show off your dildos.
I guess it depends on what kind of porn star you are. If you're a straight male porn star, surely you show off your fake vaginas, your fleshlights.
Look how deep this one is. So what happens to the goons as they're sat there waiting, thinking about
this
how
one
deep
is.
their flashlights are?
So
What
we
happens
got the
next,
question.
Hobo?
It's the Nintendo. I don't know if it's the president of Nintendo or the US CEO of Nintendo, but it's him and some other lackey who's like, "Oh, we want to buy the rights from." I'm not going to attempt to
thought
do
you
the
were
accent.
then.
No,
I thought, where's he going
no,
with this?
I'm not going to. I can insult many people, but not through my accents.
Yeah.
We want to buy the rights to your story, and you think, oh, they're talking to Mario and Luigi because it's shot on
Because
them.
it's in the same building.
And everything
Same
looks
set.
the same. When you pan over, and it's to the Bulk Skull from Power Rangers who were saying, "Oh, yeah," and then they just pitch a bunch of names for it to you.
You've not missed anything.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be something good, like there was some sort of weird
No,
dinosaur hybrid guy and...
No.
no.
No!
Anyway, I think it's about
Oh,
time
yeah,
we
sorry.
decided whether we felt this film was terrible spoilt milk or whether it ascended into a fine, luxurious cheese.
Cheese.
I'm going to go first because it's a big surprise, really, on this one. This
Whoa.
film is fucking awful. It is beyond shit. I think Street Fighter is a better film than this. I think that Mortal Kombat is a better film than this.
Mortal Kombat's great.
Well, there you go. It was so bad. The costumes were bad. The accents were bad. The story was bad. The sets were expensive but didn't fit Mario Brothers. I thought Dennis Hopper didn't look like he wanted to be there. I thought the special effects were pretty terrible. The music was the worst thing ever. That horrible music that just kept coming up
Everybody
all the
do
time.
my
No, not
dinosaur.
that one. They did. Watch it again and you'll notice it. It was awful. I cannot believe this was ever made. And when it was made, I can't believe that anyone released it. It was terrible. It was horrible. That's my opinion.
So Chris Hammond loved it.
Katty.
It's hard because as a child, this film was probably one of my favourite films in the world.
Wow.
Watching it as an adult, It's dog shit.
Hey!
And not even good dog shit. Not even like the white stuff that you see in the park you can point and laugh at.
Is that
Powder
good?
white
Is
turds.
that the good form of dog shit?
White dog shit is like the holy grail of dog shit.
Yeah, 'cause it goes all powdery and you can snort it.
Yeah, I guess we're using dog shit for different reasons. I don't want the white stuff.
Dog crack.
I want the fresh stuff.
But yeah, it weren't as good as I remembered. Dogger.
So that goes over to Hobo.
I mean, the last film that we reviewed, I remembered fondly and looked forward to watching and absolutely hated. And I was very scared that this was going to be a repeat issue, especially knowing what it was. And in the back of my mind going, yeah, this is probably going to be the same. It's going to be like, I remembered it. And I watched it again. I was like, you know what? No. I loved it.
No, you
I did.
Man.
I did. I think there's a lot of good, like, don't get me wrong, it's got its terrible moments, but as a guilty pleasure, it fulfills a lot of the needs that I want. It's got good, like, little niche bits that I remember that are good on their own. If you put them in another film, they were beautiful. It's got a good attempt at a overarching story, and the
Attempt. Keyword. Attempt.
which is more than some films. Some films just fall flat. This film,
An
I
arch
think,
needs a middle. This didn't have one.
this film I feel is a bit not quite as bad, but a bit like the old school equivalent of what Suicide Squad became, where there were so many people vying for what it should be that it fell apart a little bit, because there's absolutely bits where you notice how it comes together and someone had paid attention enough to try and make these things connect up. But unfortunately, there's just some ridiculous moments that ruined those little bits. But I don't think, for me, watching it again, and I try and always put myself in the shoes of, like, my nephew or any little kid watching it, like, because when I watch something like Home Alone, and I watch that, and I can go, like, that's still amazing.
Do not compare this to Home Alone.
I can watch Super Mario Brothers and go, no, I'm happy to sit down and watch that. If I had to say, like, we need to sit down and watch this, I wouldn't be like, yeah, you're gonna fucking hate this. I'm gonna be like, trust me, this is good. It's worth it. It's a bit ridiculous, but it's a beautiful film, and I'm sticking by it. So I'm always on the wrong side of these votes. But
I hate
screw
to
you.
disappoint you, but in a 2-1 vote, this film is now Spoilt Milk. Thank you for listening, anyone who's stuck it out to the end. I've been Chris Hammond. Thank you, Katty.
You're welcome.
And thank you, Hobo.
Yeah.